Guy, Minty Flesh, and Bobo all in pools and in the main bracket. And then, of course, you got Zomba, that first place at Genesis, sticking out, as well as multiple top 16 finishes, but missing a major top 8 since that Genesis.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's the thing about Zomba. I feel like he's been more of in the regen. I feel like a lot of players in Tristate have kind of been in there, like doing really insane at their peak, and then kind of chilling out, and then shooting back up to their climax kind of thing. Like Jen is shooting back up. He went recently from like 13th in New York back to 3rd. Like Juice getting back up there. Like I feel like there's a lot of different players that are just kind of working their way back up to their peak as a player. And Zomba is showing today he's playing pretty damn good. And thank you for that amazing shot, Kelvin. That was great. he dehydrated.
Oh yeah, we're zooming on in, and we're staying as locked in as we can. We saw the head-to-head set count. Of course, recently it's been favoring. I mean, the overall head-to-head favors Zomba, but recently it's been a lot more back and forth, with Syrup taking their last set, but then Zomba taking the 3 before it. It's the Steve, it's the R.O.B, it's these two that are basically at this point the two reasons that Tristate stays, two of the main reasons why Tristate stays on the map, with how they have just continually performed at majors, and oftentimes they have to go through each other.
100%. I mean, obviously starting out this game, you know the vibe going into this. Syrup gonna get a pretty decent 60% combo there. So of course looking to find some footing early on, recognizing that against Syrup every single time, it's going to be a little different trying to find your footing, considering how he's becoming more defensive out of the gate. He's going to get more aggressive. Is that really known? But I mean, obviously Zomba already looking for some decent damage early on, but Syrup 100% already on the board. He's looking great so far.
Yeah, it's kind of a more slower start to this match, right? Like, normally like to see Zomba play a little bit more the resource game if he has the chance to, like, try and burn out a ton of the Steve materials before they get a chance to get diamond early on, when their mining loop's a little slower with stone or wood. But Syrup is kind of just meeting that in stride, taking moments to mine, but rather than just kind of playing with a little bit less urgency than trying to force Zomba off of him and getting right back into where he should be at this stage in the game. Instead, we're just going tit for tat, and Steve's damage output is naturally going to be higher than majority of the cast, so he takes the first stock with that stone back air and an opportunity to combo off the gyro. It almost sent a little too far. Couldn't actually extend off of it how he wanted to.
So nice little Q 40% combo, and immediately there, I mean, both these players just lend their rip there with the backers, kind of, again, like filling each other out right now. I like the backer from Syrup in the first stock to get rid of that gyro, and then already Zomba just like saying out the gates, like, I am not trying to interact with Steve as much. Like, getting that gyro out there and trying to force Syrup to kind of reconsider how he's approaching as of recently. With the diamond tools online, that might not really matter considering how he's already turning up here, and he misses the NIL, unfortunately.
Yeah, got nil one, the first one and the second, but barely missing the third. Some solid SDI from Zomba. So we're putting up the wall. We're up airing out of shield. I like this from Syrup, right? We're seeing a lot of like nair into up airs instead of okay.
Sure, dude.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of like nairs into up airs and uppers out of shield, just trying to take advantage of R.O.B being so big. Like, that's the main weakness that you have to exploit from R.O.B. Like, he's not only comboable, but easy to start combos on. So might as well look for your more opportune starters instead of always trying to play the fastest option out of shield. Luckily for Steve, that counts as both.
Yeah, exactly. Now Syrup looking to play more of the back foot game, especially considering to make those materials back up. Taking that stock there with the empowered minecart up back. Diamond tools and a diamond in the back pocket, the perfect place you want to be as a Steve player. Minecart into Anvil coming out, and Zomba just letting the rotor arm rip again. Still not going to do it, but getting rid of that crafting table. And I saw a tweet the other day. It was like, I think it was actually Syrup who tweeted it. He was like, man, I can't believe I don't know who brought out the crafting table breaking propaganda. It just,
that was Syrup, yeah.
He was like, I lose 2 materials for you losing neutral. I don't care, bro. It was mad funny. But yeah, I mean, they're really low on materials as of right now. So Zomba definitely wants to push the advantage state right now. And as I say that, he immediately gets up tilt into up smashed. And yeah, that's game one.
Yeah, the talking point that I think we could kind of extrapolate on was, oh, was that nil combo worth it, right? Because like you get a ton of damage, but Syrup missed his finisher. He didn't even land like a forward air or anything. It was just like a couple nils into like nothing, just some up tilts. But the neutral air dodge through into up tilt up smash just ends up working out in terms of winning that game number 1. So it doesn't have to think about the long game for game 1. He just has to think about how much does Zomba really prioritize breaking down his resources and how much can Syrup actually just hold on to depending on how Zomba facilitates his offense. Most of the time, it's been a lot of Robo Beam, it's been a lot of gyro, and there's been a lot of nair, which don't contest blocks as well as typically Zomba tries to.
Yeah, and I'm going to preface this by saying, like, yes, obviously Steve's risk reward is very skewed, but in situations like that, I feel like even if you do set up for the nil combos and you miss your ending hit, Steve's one of the best characters in the game to be put in a situation like that because you've got Empowered Minecart out of the corner, you've got infill down air, get back down if they're under you, or you just neutral, you just do exactly what he did, neutral air dodge down and up tilt, and then I mean, obviously R.O.B is huge, but like most characters, what are they doing about that? Most of the time, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time you just try to disengage. Technically,
it's you drop your combo and the opponent's like, damn, I gotta get out of there.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Technically speaking,
time for my reversal. I need to run.
I gotta get out of here. Oh, jeez. Still a nice, solid percent comeback when it comes to Zomba's part, slowly whittling up to 88%. With this much rage, you can see R.O.B up air start to close out stocks in pretty deceptive fashion, trying for the block anvil setup. It adds layers to where if your opponent is, if you're anticipating the Steve player to do footstool anvil, the Steve player can instead put a block anvil, which will allow the anvil to catch early jumps. It's devious. I don't like it.
It's malicious. There's something
but it's real good.
Seeing now Zomba playing more of the patient game here. Nice gyro, go straight through that Empowered Minecart. And again, the fade, the empty hop back into a rotor arm. Very good call out there. Max rage here on this R.O.B. So if Zomba can find any hit here, he could get something real mischievous right now. Something real silly.
I'm thinking dash attack moments from Syrup, right? Like, we're swinging all this, but like a dash attack from Diamond Pickaxe should be able to close out. It is just the back air, though. Tried and true.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Death taxes, Steve back air, all that.
It's something, you know. But yeah,
I'm sure there's like an Ernest Hemingway poem about it. Like,
honestly, yeah. Edgar Allan Poe, who knows? Oh, okay. All right. That's the thing I like about Syrup as well. Like we just mentioned this, like, is it worth going for those no combos? Some of the time, he's gonna go for that no one and just straight up just throw out an F smash there. Now, like, it might just be like a temper check. Like, yo, like Zomba, like, wake up, buddy. I'm throwing this out there. Like,
yeah, it's the nils that aren't always true. Like everyone knows, like the nil combos that start from, you know, a jab at 0 and then you nil someone up off of the top with up smash. But it's like using nil to put up shield and shield grab someone while they're on a platform. It's that type of stuff that I really like seeing Syrup implement, and other Steves as well. Syrup's just one of the better Steves at it, especially here in the States. No pickaxe, though, is certainly a rough one. We are not gaining resources as well as Syrup would like to. Fighting off of the constant aggression here from Zomba, who's trying to take advantage of that fact, but it's still surviving this entire time, rolling through, holding onto the gyro, and still maintaining enough, but
just smacked him.
just punched him out.
Ran his fade. Oh, now waiting for Zomba to overextend here. I definitely think we're going to be seeing a smash out of shield or something of the sort. Just jump up smack. It's like Little Mac forward, just like, eh.
Basically, right? Like 174 doesn't have another diamond though, and doesn't want to use the current one either.
At this point, it's just like biding your time. Like maybe you could find something silly with an up smash, and that's exactly. I thought I was going to go for up smash there.
I kind of want to see Steve Nicholas back air take the stock.
Yo, come on, Zomba, do it, bro.
Beat him out.
He's looking for it.
Okay, he's looking for spot dodge up smash there. Seemed like the startup of up smash getting punished by Zomba's neutral air.
And there you go.
The pickaxe was back.
Finally, he has a forward air again.
We're so rare. Oh, okay. Combo time. Tried to pivot into up tilts. Instead, we're getting the forward air spike. Tried to block off the recovery. Looks for phantom block reverse, but missed it, it seems like. Ended up getting the block placement, which allowed Zomba to start up a combo of his own and keep things even instead of taking the stock super early.
Going for an F tilt there again, keeping him out of the corner. Diamond forward air again, setting Zomba into a dangerous angle, and sitting back up there, not going to find that up smash, gets it, but still going to clank there with the jab. Sucks for Zomba, still going to find an extension off up tilt into up air, which is going to do it. Even after that, even somehow after your jab clanked with the up smash from behind, sure, I guess, you're still going to find that up tilt into up air to close it out.
Hitboxes are as accurate as can be. Probably some amount of hurtbox shifting happened, but I think what's
oh, it was up tilt. I thought it was jab.
Yeah,
yeah, I might be stupid.
Be like that, dude. Sometimes, like
I mean, it worked.
Yeah, and then, like how quick things can be. And that's
I assumed he was doing jab as a get off me tool.
Right.
But I mean, if that was on purpose, that was smart as hell. I'm assuming it was on purpose. He just went for up tilt there, bouncing away, went for another up tilt. Yada yada.
Yeah, it's something as Rob that you are kind of conditioned to learning early on, because Rob up tilt has a little bit of inconsistency while the first hit doesn't always connect into the launching hit. However, most of the time the first hit reconnects into that first hit, so you can just like do it again.
Yeah. Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
Keep going.
Here we go, getting right into this game number 3, starting out on PS2. Now, Syrup, obviously looking to take a more of a, I was going to say more patient approach to Surge and throw an F smash as well. I love how Syrup just uses F smash as just like a mid-range disjoint, just like keeping it back. As most akin to an F tilt, he just uses F smash like that. And most of the time, he doesn't get punished for it because it works. It's relatively fast for an F smash.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair thought, right? Like, Steve's forward tilt is the walking jab, right? So he doesn't technically have one, so it could have been a idea on the designers to try and make his forward smash have the function of forward tilt, but
I
then
don't like that one.
So still be a forward smash. So like, you know,
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm scared. Mom took me up.
Here comes the Zomba.
There you go. Immediately Zomba again taking back the reins. Here nice and comfortable at 126. Here comes the diamond dash attack that we were talking about. Strangely strong move. Still looking to catch Zomba landing there. Getting way too overzealous there on that platform. I feel like Zomba's kind of autopiloting off for the start of these combos. Like when it comes to actual neutral, he's playing really well. But like getting in the first place, he's just kind of not giving it enough thought, at least. Like going in there for that basic nair, he's getting called out by that back air time and time again.
Yeah, it seemed like he was aiming for the platform to try and use it as a way to pseudo anti-air any sort of approach from Syrup, but no dice in that case. Lands the forward air, wave landing onto the platform instead of trying to extend with the blocks. Wanted to actually use the stage instead of create his own. Different little mix-ups, different little change-ups that Syrup is trying to show off Zomba at this critical game-free juncture. Has so much iron right now, and the benefit of a stage like Pokemon Stadium 2, his raw materials as well, all stone as he takes that stock with the forward air. Zomba getting scooped up by the minecart. So much just raw power in the fact that he can place a block that's so hard to get rid of, and more often than not, he's not placing just one. Only 17% off of that string, though. Needed a little bit more. I'm surprised we didn't see Syrup pivot into something else.
Now Syrup looking to pick up the piece. We're getting more materials in the back pocket. Zomba forcing from that up tilt into the up air. The bread and butter combo going to do it. Still diamond in the back pocket. A decent chunk of iron, of course. Some redstone to get some those empowered minecarts. Getting immediately outside of that PS2 platform, where Zomba going to be whiffing that, catching him on the back foot, and accentuating off of that. Not going to find that nair, but still sitting here pretty comfortably in the advantage state. I mean, catching that jump in again with that up tilt, 68% and climbing. Zomba looking much more comfortable here on the ground.
Oh, a Bill forward smash as the ender there. Syrup was trying time and time again to force the opening, approaching with something like a forward air or a nair, and instead, he does it again, right? There was that entire last stock with Zomba undershooting nair, basically right in front of Syrup's face, saying, I know you're trying to force your opening and combo me for 50, 60% out of nowhere. And yeah, that's typically what Steve's trying to do, whether it be like roll in up tilt or jump in forward air or just like raw minecart. Plenty of that type of approach. But Zomba just said, I'm going to undershoot everything I do, and even if I get comboed, I don't feel too bad about it. Instead, I'm just going to make sure I hit you twice as hard.
That's the scariest thing about players who, of characters who recognize that like their characters are semi-combo food, is that they've fully accepted that fact. Some people will get tilted or whatever, get stuff they get hit by. Zomba's like, I'm fighting Rob against you. I'm going to take 70% on a regular basis. It's when I get out of that combo, you're toast, buddy. I'm catching you on the back foot. Even with those stone tools, I'm not worried whatsoever. Flying immediately over that crafting table, trying to get back into neutral. And again, undershooting the nair, like you mentioned, and getting that combo, sending him right off stage.
It's almost scary because Zomba's capable of doing both the explosive combo after landing said nair, or is just perfectly willing to play the long game, as kind of seen. Like, I'm willing just to say, hey, I'm going to up tilt here a couple times, take my two-piece combo, and go back to neutral, where I'm back to playing with the lead, undershooting my aerials, and letting you fall victim to one of your misguided approach options. Syrup, though, playing it with a little bit less tempo than he did on a Pokemon Stadium 2. Willing to play behind the wall, willing to wait for the input to come out before trying to approach, but Zomba changes up his own timings and finds a big punish. Let's see if he can finish off the edge guard. The gyro, the robo beam, not quite taking the stock.
Robo beam?
Robo
That's
beam.
mad funny. Never heard that, but I 100% believe you. That up throw is going to take it there. I want to reference actually a point that Yeast made earlier in the day of Zomba differentiates himself from the average R.O.B. Not because, like most R.O.B, you think about them as kind of like Texas R.O.B is like a task spot when it comes to advantage state.
Right.
In reality, Zomba, the way he finds his damage is constant reset after reset after reset.
Yes.
Of putting his opponent not in the physical blender, in the mental blender of, I don't know where I'm going to go next, but I'm going to zoom out there. And that's the entire idea of the Zombair. Where it's like, I'm just going to throw out Zomba. Oh, R.O.B back air is so slow. I don't care. I'm going to kill you with it anyways. And it's like constantly making you second guess, where is this guy going to go?
Yeah.
Where is he taking me? And I'm dead to up. No, I'm not. But like, still.
Not quite. No, but I 100% agree. Zomba is at his best when he's making you feel stupid.
Yep.
And you being the prerogative view, it could be anybody. It could be any
No,
of his
you
opponents.
specifically,
Yeah,
Twitch viewer.
You. You watching.
I know what you are. Bear comes out. And now Zomba one stock away from taking the upset over Syrup. Upset, quote unquote, but regardless, taking it over Syrup, moving into winners finals. I mean, like, he's looking unstoppable right now.
Yeah, it's going to take, I want to almost think like one of the more aggressive defensive moves from Syrup. And by that, I mean in the way that game one kind of ended with like a neutral air dodge through into an up tilt. Like, feign your defense and hunt for a, what's the word I'm looking for? A reversal that isn't exactly clear cut. Not like a minecart where you know it's coming. But like, let's try a reversal that's a little bit less telegraphed. There's the word.
There you go. Nice. Good word. Oh, but here comes another tech chase there. Down tilt into the rotor arm, 87% coming out. Syrup, one mistake here at the ledge could still a wrap for this set. If the gold tools can be quicker combos, never they'll coming out into another F smash. What Zomba's expecting at this point. He's throwing out for third time in the set. Laser coming out.
Representing gold tools here can mean for a lot of different ideas for the frame data, exactly like that even. Now, Diamond back air is, or all of Steve's back airs are safe, but the gold pickaxe changes the gold tools in general to make every frame data, all the frame data of Steve faster, and can make the knockback on them slightly lower, more akin to something like stone. So you're not going as far, even though you're at 120, allowing for a nil up smash when normally Zomba's SDI was enough to escape it.
Wow, the more you. I don't see gold tools often, so like I was surprised that connected at all. It's very enlightening. Thank you. But yeah, we're taking this to game number 5, and honestly, like it mentioned like that, if there's considering that the way Zomba's playing, I think Syrup is going to be gravitating more towards those gold tools in the future. I think it'll be helping him a lot more considering the state of the game that we're facing ourselves towards, where it's Zomba taking more of this approach towards the ground. I'm like, wait, I'm just going to gold, find the hit and go in with it.
It's a crazy benefit when you get everything sped up by a few frames. Like, and it's not just one either. Like, most of the time, it's shaving off 2-3 frames on all of his inputs. Or all of his tool moves, like not like minecart and stuff.
Nasty. Absolutely.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, even gold, even minecart, because of the empowered minecart with gold.
I mean, yeah, fair,
so.
right? Like, I guess it does also like Anvil. I guess. Like, what moves don't use gold?
Ooh, damn! That is prime Zombair right there.
Did that hitbox extend off the crafting table?
I don't know. I think it like just barely hit him up the top anyways. Bro, that was icky.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Super well placed. And that type of lead is detrimental, because now we can go back to the same game plan we were talking about earlier, with Zomba just like breaking down the blocks using Nair and down tilt and all these safe pokes, and then going back to undershooting things and harassing with gyro, like just making and daring Syrup to approach.
Now we have Zomba again just taking on that wall, and the F smash is coming out from Syrup. They're getting way too overzealous with these F smashes at this point because Zomba's expecting it now. It goes from a surprise option to, okay, he's just using it to disjoint and hold the mid range, and I'm Rob. I can just zoom past that. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. Seeing Zomba again now baiting out that up smash. Actually, we don't see Syrup whiffing those too often, and that nair close to the ground again, just barely playing it outside of his range, waiting for Syrup to overshoot, and without the safety of that diamond back air, that downer is going to do it anyways. There we go. I mean, still down a decent amount here. Zomba with a sizable lead, sitting up with those gyro 1-4, no diamond in the back pocket. And just definitely the position you want to be in if you're Rob.
Yeah, we want to be harassing from full screen here instead of risking our life and limb, because instantly one combo off of a straight forward air did 60. And nice conversion on the side of Syrup to maximize the damage and bring us to a very, very even mid-game here with both players on 2 stocks, but those are starting to wane a little thin, near 100% now after a nice call out with that diamond back air, looking for up tilt and a follow-up. Tries for an up smash read. Zomba, a big gamble for a player that the entire set was playing pretty close to the chest. Might have showed his cards a little too soon.
Now looking to find an opening here. Comes the meat of that up smash out of shield, catching that down till now Syrup 1 stock away from moving on to the winner's final. Zomba, of course, looking to get back into this, but these diamond tools in hand. That one in the back pocket, holding the ledge there. Syrup is looking immovable. Oh my lord!
Run off up air and trying to convert off of it. Unfortunately, it seemed like he tried to place a block, but was caught in the phantom state. Nice drift in order to get away from the arm rotor. Zomba has to recover back, tries to do so aggressively, but goes to ledge. A nice tech roll away to reset, but he reads the tech roll in, reads the mix-up, finds the up smash, and we've got an even final stock of the final game here, Momo.
Syrup looking to get back into this again with another forward air. Lacking materials. Here's a def that wants to catch him in the back foot before you can get built back up here. Gyro with hands, shooting that battle again, looking for another nair. For that iron wall, getting much cover to get through. Like Stone now. And the pressure up against that, not getting through that minecart. Our minecart still getting Zomba out of the corner, playing towards those platforms. I mean, we've seen earlier on today, Syrup up tilt into an up smash will be it, so Zomba's got to be careful here.
Nice conversion, snipes the jump, has minecart, but challenges with the forward air instead. We're going back up and we're chasing, Syrup is chasing Zomba down. How many times was it on that final stock? Just like the way that Syrup changed the entire game. After losing the stock with Zomba only at 30% on the first one, the way he flipped the paradigm was just like flipping a switch and deciding, I'm going to call out these jumps now. I'm going to make sure that, you know, in the basic of R.O.B counterplay, I'm going to make sure he never gets those nairs out. I'm stuffing these jumps.